Subscribe, please.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's your favorite Gimp with a Limp, and I'm here with the next part of Thunder in the East by Victory Point Games. If you haven't watched my previous videos, make sure you go ahead and watch those because we're going to just pick right back up in the middle of the attack phase where we left off here with the Germans attacking into the Soviet lines. All right, now we had taken out all these northern attacks. You guys can see where I put down my little beads to remind myself of where the attacks had already occurred. And we left off right here. We've got a nice big attack cutting across. It is cutting across this minor river though. So that again is giving us a negative shift on our combat odds. But we're still within range of our HQs, well, this HQ, that is providing a combat bonus to us of a 1 odd shift. So it effectively is a wash at that point. So then we just have to compare our actual combat odds, which you can see it's an 8 power unit being attacked by a 24 power unit, Panzer unit. So this is going to be a 3-to-1 attack. It is Blitzkrieg still, so we're still getting the 1 free die. We're getting a bonus die for having the Junkers 88 there for the attack. We'll set that out of the way if I can grab it. There it is. Set that out of the way. So that's giving us an extra attack as well. So we'll go ahead and roll on this and we'll see what kind of results we get on our first attack here in the next part. All right, come on. Big money. We've been doing good. I want to cross this river. There's a little town there I want to take control of. Come on. No, son of a bitch. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, bad. All right, well, that puts us up to at least 4-to-1, though, because we are getting the shift for the Panzers, but we are not getting that lightning bolt because this is a white lightning bolt aircraft. So 4-to-1 on a 1 is going to be a DP for us. Now, this is the first time we're getting a mixed result, and it's basically either good weather or bad weather. We're in good weather, so we have defender pressed versus, what is the other one? Stalemate. So that actually is better for us than it could have been. Let's see, this is our first press. The defending player must choose one of the following outcomes. All defending units are retreated 2 hexes by the defending player, and then 1 attacking unit may advance after combat, which again will still be a breakthrough for us, or reduce 1 defending unit, player's choice, and then there's no retreat after combat. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm thinking of it, and if he retreats, he could retreat into some trees, which would give him, they've already lost some more units, because I'm kind of looking at it going, well, he doesn't really want to take and suffer a loss, because that's just going to reduce their combat odds even more, and they can get into these trees, which will give them some protection from other attacking units, and give them a line of enemy zone of control back around over here. But if I reduce and stay in place, then I can take and hold them to the line and attack across possibly later on. No, I think I'm going to have him fall back and stay full power, because if he reduces, then he's got the possibility of multiple units attacking from him all the way around. So yeah, he's just going to go ahead and fall back. We'll go 1, 2. Yeah, we'll fall back right there and leave him there. And that gives me the chance for the Germans to take and advance after combat. Let's take and grab up that little odds marker. So they have the ability to break through due to the type of combat it is. So they can move up to 2 hexes. Should I go into the woods? I'm kind of thinking I go into the woods because that gives me a defensive bonus if someone tries to attack me. But yeah, I don't have any attacks over on this side. So we'll scoot up in the woods so we're next to them again so we can take and kind of repeat that attack later on, see if we do better with it next time. So bing, bing, right there. That's what we're going to finish up with for this attack. And we'll throw our aircraft out of the way. It's unfortunate. I wanted to, reduce as many of these large army units from the Soviets as possible, but you're not always going to get them all. You're going to have the occasional bad roll. So it is what it is. No big deal. But we've got some more attacks going down over here. And I've got, let's see, 2 more attacks pushing. We've got 1 pushing right here into this mechanized unit, and then another pushing here into this Soviet army that's underneath that aircraft. So we're going to go for the mechanized first because I want to get these panzers around behind these guys and make it to where this guy can't retreat except into a zone of control, which if they do have to retreat will cause some step losses to them. Plus there is a Soviet objective city right here. So we're going to take and get ready for this attack. Let's go ahead and take and flip. See what this is. Okay, this is good. This is good for us. I'm popping a unit. Maybe flick it back the right way. Come on, turn around for me. Right there. There you go. Good unit. Okay, so this is a Soviet motorized unit. I don't know. What is the 3 dots? What does that represent? Some type of motorized unit. They have a defense power of 3 and attack power of 3. Oh, and I noticed I did make a mistake over here. It ended up, I think, working out the same regardless from the way Blitzkrieg affected the combat, but I was looking at the unit's attack power instead of its defense power. But no, don't do that. Okay, so but we are attacking with 2 12-9 units and a Stuka into this guy, so he's pretty well just ruffle stomped at this point. So we're not attacking across the river, so we are not getting a penalty for that. So that's giving us a 24 against their 3. That's going to be a 8-1 attack right off the bat. So, I mean, I don't even think there's any reason for the Stuka to be there because that guy came up so low that there's not much they can do. And grab my little 8-1 here so I can remember it. And that's going to be just the best that you can get. So I actually should have a 9-1 attack because I'm getting a bonus from the HQ as well into these guys. But you guys again see that 8-1 is the farthest that you can get. So anything higher than 8-1 just gets popped down to 8-1. So we've got 8-1 attack with air power. So there's not a whole lot they're going to do about this. Let's see, where can I put this in? There we go. You guys can see it from there. All right. And again, we get to roll 3 dice because the Stuka is a close support aircraft and it has 2 red lightning bolts. So we're getting 2 dice on top of our 1 Blitzkrieg dice at an 8-1 combat odds. So yeah, this one should be just obliterated in place. All right, let's take and roll and see what we get here. Oh, just destroyed. Good God, they were destroyed, man. Combat shift, combat shift, combat shift. Let's see, if we had been able to pop this up, that would have been 3 more. That would have been 12-1 odds at a 4. Let's just say they're obliterated and done for. Oh, man, that's awesome. Okay, let's see. 4. Oh, look at this. It's defender eliminated, but because we got 4, we actually got this. What is BT? BT is the best. It's breakthrough. Okay, since it's clear. It would have been BT or defender eliminated either way, so we were pretty much at the best that we can get. So we got the guaranteed breakthrough, which thanks to Blitzkrieg we were kind of already going to get anyway, so this really wasn't an attack to worry about. All right, get out here, you little tiny counter. Okay, so this guy is obliterated. We've used our aircraft. Now I can move these units up to 2 hexes. I'm assuming it would have to be the same hex. I don't think I can send them off in 2 separate directions. You guys let me know, like down in the comments, just out of curiosity, if, you know, doing the breakthrough here, you know, we've got the advance after combat hex, and say I've got a couple of panzer units like I do here. Could I put 1 there and 1 there, you know, spread them out a little bit if I wanted to? So let's take and move these guys up. Well, I'll still have a zone. If I go here, that's in the direction that I'm wanting to go, puts me right next to the city. And plus, if this unit, this army unit here that I'm getting ready to attack, retreats back, it's retreating into a zone of control. So it's going to be obliterated either way. So we'll put those 2 guys right there. That way, here in my movement step that we're getting ready to get into, they're going to take and build up into a 24 power unit. I'm going to have a couple of those spread across the board here very soon. So that's going to be awesome sauce. All right, we're down to our last attack, which, God, I wish I had the Stuka flipped around, because I remember when I was setting up, I put the Stuka there because I was more worried about that attack, but I should have put it here because this one is the harder of the two, because this one actually has a bonus. It's an 8-4 army unit like the Soviets have always had, but it's got a little, what is it, a 2-4 cavalry unit, and you can tell it's cavalry because it's got the yellow number. So it's either going to be a black number for movement, a white number, so you know it's motorized, or a yellow number for cavalry. So interesting, and that comes into play during the special movement phase. Damn, and we're going to be 1 dice less, and I guarantee you my dice roll is not going to be this good on this attack. Oh, that is just so brutal. All right, so we got this attack. Now, did I have that guy going into it as well? I don't think that guy mattered. Let's see, 12, 12. It's 24, it's 28. Yeah, 28 isn't going to matter. It's going to be the same odds either way, regardless. So still 3-1. Damn, I'd have to get up a little bit, but we'll have him attack anyway. So swarming him, putting as much hurt downrange as we can. We do have our Junkers. That's our last Junkers, isn't it? Yeah, Junkers 88 as a part of this attack. So we are going to be rolling our 2 support die with our 1 attack die. And let's see what our combat results are going to be here. Come on, this is our last attack for the first round. I want big money. Ooh, hold on. I forgot to put that there. Reminder. All right, come on. Big money, big money. Come on, let me see the 6. Let me see the 3. Oh no, damn it. Oh, I still got, I got a damaged aircraft. This is the first damaged aircraft that I've had this whole time. I mean, I guess I really can't complain because all of my aircraft, with the exception of this one, survived unscathed. So at this point, I do have to flip this guy over and it shows his damage side. However, now he still gets to complete his mission though. So I still get credit for this. That means that I basically get 2 shifts. So I'm at 5-1 odds out of 3. So we'll see how that does. But when he goes back, if you guys remember from my earlier videos, if you watched it, basically the more damaged and farther down the flight map, the airplane map that a counter is, the longer it's going to take for it to get back into it. So this is going to be flown and damaged now instead of just flown. But that's all right. For just 1 aircraft being damaged, I'll take that. All right, so 2 combat odds shifts puts me at 5-1. 5-1 at a 3 is an exchange. Oh, 1 more would have been an offender loss. Damn, that is horrible. Well, see, this is good that I had that other unit attacking as well because I can let it take the loss. 1 defender unit. Oh, wait, it's going to be defender's choice. They're going to reduce my panzer units, the bastards. Okay, well, this is the good part, though. The defending unit, attacker's choice, is reduced, and then all defending units are retreated 2 hexes. Attacker's choice is going to be, obviously, this 8-4 unit, right? We're going to reduce that, and I don't even have to worry about putting it back onto the map because they're both in this hex, and when they have to retreat 2 hexes, they're retreating into an enemy zone of control, hammer and anvil, which means they take another step loss. That's going to be, and they have to retreat 2 hexes. They're going to take and eat both of them. So with both of these units being 1 stripe units now, they're going to eat 2 steps because it's only 1 step loss per hex that they're entering, and they're entering 2 hexes, so 2 losses there, so they end up getting wiped out. So that's good. But it is going to be a defender's choice for the attacking unit, which obviously they're going to take and reduce 1 of my panzer units, which is really, really, really pissing me off because I needed that 12-9 unit to take and upgrade into a 24 unit. So I'm not going to be able to take and do that. So let's take and go there. And oh, come off. Hold on. And we'll pull this guy up also into a breakthrough for our Blitzkrieg, and this one that participated in the attack will go right there. So we had 3 hexes swinging around attacking on that. And that guy will take and finish up right there. It gives me a whole lot of zones of control around over here in case I need it, but I'm probably going to be pushing up in this direction anyway, because we're heading for Moscow. So, all right. Well, that concludes our first combat phase. Let me take and switch over real quick, and we'll take and handle our movement phase real quick. Okay, I've got it backed out a little bit more here for our movement phase. We don't have to be quite as zoomed in when we're taking care of this part. Now, we are down here into our regular movement phase, all right? Remember, your special movement phase is kind of what makes this game different in the fact that it has special movement, combat, and then regular movement. And that helps simulate, again, the fact that motorized units are going to be faster and they're going to have more movement before combat, so they can kind of move themselves into a place, then conduct their combat, whereas infantry more likely need to be into wherever they're going to be conducting an attack on the previous turn due to the fact that there's zones of control to affect them and all that good stuff. Anyway, we're going to take and reset our rail used marker, which we haven't used any rail. We haven't got a whole lot of need for that just yet. Remove interdicted. We don't have any because the Soviets haven't been doing a whole lot of air power. Now we're going to build up our stacked together ground units. Now, this is the part I've been looking forward to, in that all these 12-9-6 groups that I had, I am switching them out with the 24-16-5. A little bit less defense, a little bit less movement, but a lot more attack in a single hex coming across a single hex site. So we got that one. We've got these two here. We'll take and switch these guys out. And then there's one more over here that we'll take and go ahead and switch out. They're good to go. Oops, I had aircraft left there. Pull these guys out. And unfortunately, I do not get to switch this because I do not have a 12-9-6 unit there. I've only got that 6.56 because those Panzers did incur a loss due to the crappy roll there on the attack. Oh, I'm so mad about that. I wanted to get all 4 of them. Now, keep in mind that these guys are not going back to my force pool, so I don't get to buy these units and have these units on the board as well. These are going back to my change box. The change box is like the cash register that you have to keep nice and level, nice and even. So when I take out from it, I have to put back in. All right, key way to think about that. Now, in our regular movement phase, like I said, we can take and move all of our units. And if they enter an enemy zone of control, they do have to stop, all right? Now, heavy units, I think, still get to ignore leg units, zones of control. I know the small units, like the smallest counters, do not put off a zone of control. But right now, I'm looking to kind of flesh out the line and block up some of these holes from where my units have advanced and maybe isolate some of their units, like I could possibly isolate some of these guys here. Let's see, I don't think I'm going to be able to isolate him. Well, if I move up there, and there, this guy would be isolated. Anyway, let's start at the top. I'm thinking I'll move this guy up. We'll conduct our attack there. This guy's going to stay. This one can take and move over to here. So I can have a 3-way attack going on to these guys. And I need to get some units up here patching these holes. And see, this is why I held back a few units here in the rear to help block some of these holes up when they opened up as I push forward. So this guy's going to take and go 1, 2, 3. He'll go up to there. And this one will just spread out right there. That way I can decide what I want to do with it. And again, remember, I'm not a tactical genius. I'm just moving my counters. Now, this guy's isolated because he can't trace a line of communication or supply at this point. But I'm wondering if I can get this guy isolated by taking and moving this guy around and then these guys around. That would make it to where there's nothing there. But then I've got this big gap right here that I wouldn't want them to exploit and flank me. Let's see, if I take and bring this guy across to help plug this gap, then he could come up and he could swing over, and that would isolate him. But I want to keep this guy over here to keep pushing this attack so he doesn't come back up. Oh, well, his zone of control would take and extend all the way around. So, yeah, that would isolate him. So if we bring this Panzer unit right here, he's isolating here, and he can conduct an attack into this farther unit. So that should work out pretty well. Zone of control is there. Zone of control there, zone of control there. Yep, this guy's still isolated. He's got stuff blocking him off from every way, so that still works. Okay, so we're going to go with that. And did I want to move up any of these? Yeah, we'll take and move them up. One. Oh, I mean, we got to see how much it costs to cross that river. Movement cost. No. Says no effect. Okay. So this garrison unit isn't going to go. But this guy can go 1, 2, 3. Bring him up to the line. And go there. And then this guy will probably take and swing around as well. 1, 2. Get him up there. Let's see, where else do we want to go? I know I want to keep these couple of units over here to kind of help on with Hungary, just in case, because there is a lot lined up against them down over here. So I'm probably going to leave this here, and I'm going to take from this 24 and up and start trying to kind of conduct a sweep later on and kind of flank into them, like consolidate as I go and kind of pin them in. So I've kind of filled my line back out. We've got coverage. We can pin out this last guy over here. Obviously, on their turn, they're going to bring up a whole lot. And it's funny when you're playing a game like this by yourself, you say their turn, my later turn, my opponent turn. They're going to take and bring up obvious reinforcements to smash into some of my weaker spots, like some of these 2-level guys, but they do have decent defense. So it's a 2-4-3 unit, so the defense is at least a 4, so it's putting decent defense in the direction of some of these guys. So we'll take and try to smash them up later. But my big thing is going to be my panzers, which my panzers did what they were supposed to do. They've gotten around behind the enemy in these locations. They are now exerting zones of control around all the way over to here. They push back into the line. That way the rest of my line can take and kind of advance up as they go, smash the remaining units that are here, and push on towards Moscow. All right, that covers our movement phase. I hope so anyway. Let's check our housekeeping phase real quick. Advance the game turn marker, and if the last turn was played, yep, we don't have to worry about that. And we don't have to worry about the... this will be the Soviet when he does his turn. He'll take and roll for weather. So we need to take and flip over to our Soviet turn. So yeah, after the Soviet player's turn is complete, then we conduct our housekeeping phase. So we're not even to that part. I am all the way through with the regular movement phase. I'm done with the Germans. All right, yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I completed my first German turn here in Thunder in the East. And you guys can see, I mean, how many videos I've got on this game already. And I'm just now completing the first turn of one side. Now, again, since I have not got to have a whole lot of experience with this game prior to getting to the table and filming it for you guys, it has been going a little bit slower than it would if I was, playing it off camera or had a fair bit more experience with it. But now that we've got a good grasp with it, we can progress a little bit faster. The Soviet turn should go a little bit faster. Hopefully I can crack that out in 1 or 2 videos. And we'll try to pick it up a little bit further. But, oh man, I like this game. I gotta say, it's definitely growing on me. I love monster games, but they're so big that it's hard to get them to the table. It's hard to get into it because you just feel kind of bogged down. You really want to enjoy it, but sometimes just the sheer size of it keeps you from doing that. But this, it really seems like they've streamlined the game as much as possible to make it to where it's slick and you can play it without getting bogged down too much in too many minutiae of the rules. And that combat move really has grown on me because it really does give you a chance to try to outthink your opponent, get your mobile units around behind them or flanking them, and get your zones of control out there, all that type stuff. Although with my crappy memory, it's almost like I've got 2 separate opponents playing the game anyway, so it's kind of funny. All right, we're going to cut it here, and we will pick up on the Soviets when they begin their turn and their special movement and all the cool stuff they're going to do. And we're going to see how they handle their counterattack to try to shore up their lines. They do have some units back here that can take and move up to help shore up all the damage that they took, because they did take a lot of damage. They lost something like 7 or 8 counters during this attack phase. So let's see how they do when they attack back. All right, you guys take care. I'll catch you in the next one.